Secretary Jen Psaki laughing off the American crime crisis, implying it's not even real. The Fraternal Order of Police is now calling out the White House and demanding an apology. Joining me right now is former Detroit police chief. He is Michigan gubernatorial candidate James Craig. James, thanks very much for being here. Chief, you have dealt with this your entire career. Give us your reaction to Jen Psaki saying, what does that even mean?
Well, thank you, Maria, for having me on your show again. I got to tell you, she's pathetic. That smug, disrespectful attitude, in addition to apologizing to the men and women who serve, how about apologizing to the victims and the victims' families? What she doesn't know that I know, I've had a chance to speak with so many victims throughout my career who were touched by this. And so to laugh it off, look, the number one responsibility of a president is the safety of its American citizens, a governor, the safety of those in the state, and to just blow it off is pathetic. What we're talking about here, Maria, political servants who have one agenda and one agenda only. I've been a public servant for over 44 years. I understand, and that's why I'm running for governor, the great state of Michigan.
Well, I'll tell you who else deserves an apology. NYPD officer Rivera's wife, who had to call out the progressive district attorney Bragg in the middle of tears because her 22-year-old husband is dead. Watch this.
The system continues to fail us. We are not safe anymore. Not even the members of the service. I know you were tired of these laws, especially the ones from the new DA. I hope he's watching you speak through me right now.
My heart breaks for Officer Rivera and Jason Rivera. James, is she right? Are people not safe any longer?
Oh, absolutely, Maria. We are less safe as a country. We got open borders, and now you have these progressive socialist district attorneys who don't think about the real victims. They're now making victims out of criminals. Where are we headed? And I got to also, who's complicit is the governor in New York. She's going to take a look. Well, how long is it going to take for her to take a look when she can take action right now relative to this progressive DA? And, I appreciate the new mayor with a law enforcement background coming in, but he's going to have to take on that DA very strong and use his bully pulpit, because this is shameful. And it's not just happening in New York. We're seeing it all over the country in many places. Here in Michigan, for example, we have a socialist DA who's decided she will no longer charge a suspect for carrying a firearm during the commission of a crime. No longer, because she's more concerned about the number of black and brown men that are incarcerated. Shameful. Public servants don't respond in that way. Political servants, yes. We're in trouble, and that's why I got to tell you, Maria, a red wave is coming this fall.
Yeah. What gets me is while they're all making believe they have no idea what happened as a result of their reimagining the police and defunding the police over the last year and a half, they are making sure they're protected. Democrat Georgia governor candidate Stacey Abrams, she wants to be the governor of Georgia. Her political action committee spent $1.25 million on her own private security. Okay, Chief? Despite Abrams and her fellow party members supporting the movement to defund the police, she's all good. She's got armed people around her to defend her and to ensure her safety. But she wants to defund the police for everybody else.
Another example of being a hypocrite. We saw Cory Booker, same kind of thing, wants to defund the police, dismantle the police, but yet she wants security. Look, I'm fine with security. I understand the necessity of security, particularly if there's the possibility or the real issue of threats. I get that, but you can't have it both ways. It's shameful, but what about the people she hopes to represent? How about those folks who live in vulnerable communities who need police officers? But instead you talk about defund, dismantle. We have a representative here in the state of Michigan. I don't even want to call her name. Well, no, I'll do it. Rashida Tlaib. Now, she's been threatened, but when I was a police chief, we made sure one thing, that she was protected, that we gave her the kind of protection that we should have, and we did. But yet she's the same one saying she wants to dismantle policing totally, and she wants federal prisons eliminated in 10 years. How and why?
No prison.
Who are they representing?
Unbelievable. Yeah, no, we have her on tape over the last year and a half many times saying dismantle the police, defund the police, and now she doesn't want any prisons. We'll see how that goes, just as well as her defund the police movement has gone as well. Chief, we'll be watching your race and your leadership. Thank you, sir. James Craig joining us this morning.